Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Banished. Today's beverages: a very nice lemon and ginger infusion, very tasty indeed. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we were upgrading all of our homes to the stone house, and there's just a few more to be completed here, which is going to increase installation values. We also put in the market, got some more farming, and indeed just cut loads and loads and loads of stone, because that is our life now. In this episode, probably some more houses, because we do have 6 homeless people, although once these houses have been built, I'm guessing it's going to be okay. And we also want to look at all of our supplies, if we've got enough, whether we have to build a quarry or something else. We'll see how we get on. Sorry, not a quarry, a mine. I'm not too sure on that one. Either way, we can see that this place is being upgraded. Let me just go to 5 times speed, which is what we run as default. And this is where we have the stone house and the wooden house, which is going to be knocked down. A child named Mare was born there. Interesting. Okay, so what is it that we need? Well, I'm looking at food, and I'm not convinced that we are in the positive range. Let me just go for the less... Let's just say 10 years. We're currently on 11, and our graph is going to be food, and yes, indeed. So we can see food has increased here, and obviously we have some dips and whatnot, but it generally goes up to the highest rating around this point, and then it slowly starts to go down. That's not a trend I'm a big fan of. Oh, look at that! There's a big there was a big drop here where we just had loads of citizens that weren't clothed. I'm guessing that's when I'm guessing this is the year that we made the tailor. Logs is only trending upwards, which is good. Stone, same thing really. Iron, that's going right down. And I expect that to continue because the Forester's Lodge, let's have a quick look. It is producing iron, and if we look around, there is still like iron here and iron here. Where, yep, there we go. There's the deer just munching on iron. Apparently, Lordia has become an adult and working as a labourer. I'm going to put them over to a farmer. And Cornelian has become a student. How many students do we have now? 5 students. Yes, we do have some iron that we could gather, but eventually the iron just goes, essentially, so we will need a quarry. No, not quarry. Quarries for stone, mines for coal and ore. Not and or, just and or. And let's go ahead and go to maybe collect stone. No, collect iron, yes, and we'll collect the iron there, and we can collect the iron there, and collect the iron there, and that'll be pretty much it. So in terms of what we need, what are we missing? Well, we don't have a tavern, we don't have a mine, we have everything else there, which is a-okay. We have a fishing dock, but I think we would benefit from another one. We don't... Oh, we have a couple of hunting cabins. Oh no, we have... Yeah, 2... Is it 2 hunting cabins? Forester's Lodge and a herbalist. Then down here we have our hunting cabin, and then over here we have a gatherer. Okay, so another hunter's cabin. I know we did discuss maybe putting around this area if we needed more. If we needed more of that sort of thing, it would work. We just run the path upwards, and there is some deer around. That's potentially what we were going to do. There's still deer wandering around in these open areas here. Very nice. Anyway, so we could do that. Obviously, we don't have any labourers, but I'm not really too concerned, considering we have one... Well, it was 3 areas that were currently maxed out. So we were maxed out for tools, maxed out for clothing, and up until a point we were maxed out for the fuel, but obviously it's winter's coming, so loads of people are going to grab that. And I'm noticing that 3 people are still homeless, which is not ideal. It's actually autumn -2, but if we get it done before winter, then we should be fine. Yeah, sorry, I digress. When these are maxed out, the guys that we're going to work as labourers, so yeah, that's all sorted. Oh, look at that! We're actually at the log limits. We've maxed out on logs. I mean, I might as well put it to 500. There's no reason why we cannot. However, what's the storage like over here? It's okay. And is that a trader coming in? It is a trader coming in. So this trader has brought in leather. And this is Atty the Resource Merchant, and we can see there's cherry and herbs that we're wanting to sell, but they're not wanting to do that. There's also like purchase as well, which is logs, iron, fuel, coal. I know a lot of people say just buy in the alcohol and buy in the tools and such, and then you don't have to worry about coal. I don't know if we're going to do that, mainly because It just might be interesting to make on site. Anyway, lots of stuff there. That's orders. I think we'll just leave that. Also, when we're talking about what we don't have any pastures. We don't have a pasture. So I mean, maybe that's the way forward. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we are gathering resources. I'm going to double check the town hall here. I'm going to change that to iron, and we see that dips to almost nothing. What about food? Food is it's leveling out, which is fine. Firewood is just going to be okay. Coal we haven't even produced. Tools we are leveling out on. Yeah, it just hits that 100 mark and stops. We can see the previous level was 50 to max out on. Herbs, big dip there. Don't know what caused that. Clothing is fine. Alcohol we're not producing. Textiles, which is, yeah, we got to a point where we don't really need to bother with it. Anyway, okay. Looks like the homelessness thing has gone away, and people are going to be in their new properties, which is good because it's minus 11 degrees outside. Okay. Not ideal for anyone that has to sleep rough. How we're doing for wood. Log limit is 500. I'm just thinking that we can probably trade some wood. So maybe here, let's set that to 200 logs. And we can sell some logs. Yeah, why not? Okay, alright. Just keeping an eye on food as well. So what don't we have that we would probably benefit from? Well, happiness is okay. Its average happiness is 4.5 stars out of 5. A tavern is something that we could build. We've not yet built one. The question is, where would we put it? It would be nice there. It would be actually lovely there. Just nice waterfront tavern type thing, but sadly the land is such a way that we can't place it there. So a tavern would go right next to the schoolhouse. Don't think that's the ideal place for a tavern. Although, would that go there? And would a house go just behind it? Possibly. Let me just double check. I believe it would. I believe we could put that there. Stone house. And then a tavern would go in here. Okay. And potentially we can have another stone house there. Okay. I know we don't have to put things right next to each other. For example, this area here, I was going to have the home, so the point this way and have a road going around. We're probably still going to do that, but it's just because of the way this sits, I thought we'd give it a go. And we're going to get an alert for low iron, aren't we? Logs is low, actually. Logs because we've just moved most of them over to to there. Yes, okay, fair enough. Right. I seem to have moved the problem away. Dearie me. We do have 7 students and 4 children, so we're going to have to maybe provide a couple of extra homes. As people rightly pointed out, when you demolish houses, it redistributes, and the children don't tend to move back in. Sorry, the children will, but like if they're now newly like new adults and such, they will want to start a family and things. So yeah, how are we doing for the remaining... Oh, 80... Well, it's only 86% remaining. Oh, okay, we're going to have a problem there, are we? Not. So, oh, what's this? Chapel. No citizens are available to work. Hang on then. Let me put on... And I don't know why, I must have pressed the wrong button and removed it. Where is it? Ah. So... Event log. Nell's become a student. Eleni, the stonecutter, has died of old age. No labourer is able to replace them. Dor Mandolf, the cleric, has died of old age, and no labourer to replace them. There you go. Okay. Well, I guess I'll remove a builder and put a cleric in. There we go. Obviously, we've got no person to replace the stonecutter. Oh, looks like we do have the stone house. And Sashwana has become a student. And we're working on the tavern, which will require a brewer. Okay. We require a brewer. What can we reduce down then? Just double check the food production. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, it's trending upwards again, which is what we want to see. We're probably going to reduce a stone cutter, of all people. So we will say... actually, here's the thing. We might have a problem with food because we're going to be turning cherries into alcohol. Okay. Okay. I will keep an eye on that. I'm also tempted to build another home. Like that, but then it's in a bit of a weird position, isn't it? I'll put one there. If I put 3, is that going to really overdo it? I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to say we want 1 less stone cutter and we want a brewer. So this is the product, and we're going to select ale from cherry. Didn't know that was possible. No materials required. Really? Apparently not. What else can you use? You can use plum, you can wheat. Yeah, that makes sense. Apples. What is cherry? So peach is... Oh, there's the cherries. So apple is cider. Apple cider. Berries. Just a mixed type of cidery thing. Using pears, that's perry. I guess most of this you could call it peach cider, pear cider, but isn't that just flavoured apple? There is a difference. Anyway, cherry. There is a beverage. A libation with cherries. Either way, we're producing ale. Apparently, it only takes 30 cherries to make a cask of ale. And is alcohol... average happiness. Is the alcohol going to improve that and then slowly diminish? Who knows? The happiness of the village, Generi town. Shell has become a student. That's 9 students now. And as we build more houses, there's more people moving in. Child name Elizabeth is born, and child name Bessica was born. Probably in these new, in these new properties, yeah. So like new families. Okay. I'm tempted to build housing around here. We did discuss that before, but I guess you know what? Let's go ahead. This could be a bit of a mistake, but we're going to put in some more houses, and we'll do that. I'm tempted to upgrade these to a stone road as well. How we're good? No, we're not doing very well for stone actually, because we've got we had a lot of stone cutters, and we've been slowly reducing that for various reasons. The main focus, as I said, is food. We need to make sure that we've got a ready supply of food. It is trending upwards. Looks like we've got someone working as a labourer now. I'm going to put them to a farmer, making sure that the yield is maximised on all of these. And obviously with the addition of these 2 new homes, it is going to change up a bit. So as I said, we don't have a pasture. Provides an area for livestock to graze. Stone is low. Yes, we're aware. In fact, it's actually stone is 0. Maybe I do reduce that farmer and go back to stone cutter. Might have mentioned, but there's been recommendations to not make your own ale, and instead buy it in. Same thing for tools. Just purchase tools and textiles, and means you don't have to produce coal or iron yourself. Don't bother with a mine. It's possible. It's possible. What I want to do is I want to go to collect stone. Actually, I'm going to collect... How are we doing for iron? Iron 16. Let's collect iron. And there's so much iron over at these parts. We'll do that. And collect stone. We're going to collect the stone over there as well, just to remove that. So we do have a couple of labourers. Well, none set, but it'll come from the people that have not got jobs. Although, apparently... that dropped. Yeah. Looks like we need to make some more blacksmith's tools. We've got leather coat, got wool coat, and warm coat, which is leather and wool. I'm tempted to place a pasture and see what settings it offers us. What sort of size we could have as a pasture? Don't know what sort of size the pasture can be. Oh, pasture can be massive. Okay. Right. Well, let's just that's gonna take wood. So I'm just gonna make it a tiny pasture. I just want to see the settings, and I'll remove this once we're done. There's one of the houses in there, and Simmer and Janessa are now gatherers, living over there. A child named Sergil was born. So it looks like we are having a bit of a population boom now that we've got more houses. Need to just build this 24 logs and then just crack on with the building. The crop yield is pretty good. There's some big peppers. Not a huge fan of peppers as a rule. Yeah, I don't know if it would have been best to move some of the housing to more of these parts, but anyway, I don't think it really matters. I don't know how the game works when it comes to transporting stuff. Does it just calculate it when they get there, the person, or does it just, as long as someone assigned it works? I don't know. This appears to be maxed out. No? No materials required. Ah, we need more cherries. Okay. Well, the harvest's coming in. And looks like the pasture's getting built. 98% complete. One more hit of the hammer would have completed that, but the builders decide to walk away. Okay. So this is the pasture. It sets a food limit. Controls the amount of stored food once the limit is reached. Production will cease. Empty split work, and there's an option there for, well, nothing. So I'm guessing when you get animals, there's an option for something there. Okay. Right. Fine. So there's nothing surprising there. I don't think I want a pasture that small. I think we're going to build one. We'll have a bigger pasture. So let's go for remove structures, and we'll remove that. I don't know if we get some of those resources back. We shall see. That was a good test. So where would we put the pasture? I mean, this was a big pasture. If we were to place it here. It seems a bit silly to have the pasture that big. If we can only have one type of animal, maybe we go for half and half. So we go for, say, 8 by 16, put a road through it, then build back here. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put a road, because I think this is where we're going to have the pasture. Other houses can go elsewhere. I don't want to just demolish like into the other areas, that's all really. So road from here, can it go across? I want this to come up and round as much as possible. No, I guess straight and then to there. Okay. So the question is this even? 23. Okay. 12 road. Sorry, is it 11? A road. And then 11. Yes. So the road goes down the middle. And that means we can have an 11 by 16. 11 by 16. Yes. Pastures in there. But it'll be based on what we get from here. Okay. Let's go ahead and double check our food. I'm thinking it's, yeah, that's trending upwards. That's fine. Let me just increase the amount of stone cutters. That's the max amount. There we go. That's fine. Good. Daria has become an adult working as a labourer, now working as a stone cutter, I would imagine, and a child named Parissa has been born. Yeah, it would be nice if we get like a, say, a sheep farm or something, just to get some better clothing. Yeah, that would be good. Let's get that pasture built then. Like I say, I don't know if this is too large, but the fun's in finding out. 50 for that. Not going to build the other one just yet, because we may go for some more farms. We've still got all this space around here, and to be honest, across this way is all possible as well. So we do have that option. Health is good. Happiness seems good. We're not accepting nomads at this time. We have cherries, pumpkins, peppers, and I'm noticing in my periphery we have a boat. A merchant has arrived at the trading post. They are trading wheat seeds. Ah, okay. So, if we were to buy 200... Ah, no. One wheat seed. The value is... Yeah. 2,500. And if we were to send 200 logs, we would have nowhere near the amount. Okay. Alright. A couple of things that I'm noticing then. We should probably not store that many cherries here. We don't need that. Herbs I will keep. But I'm tempted. Oops. More logs. And because that's the first time that I've seen someone willing to buy logs. Willing to buy anything, truth be told. I mean, what else could we trade? Let's have an experiment. Hide coat. Tools. Ale? Let's just put that on there. So they're not going to buy ale, so we'll reduce that down. And they would buy iron tools and they would buy hide coats. And the hide coats are worth quite a bit, actually. Are we best to move over to be more a barter society? I'm going to keep some cherries there. And we've got a decent amount of stored clothes. Textiles, not so much. Would need another hunting cabin. Okay. Let's store 50 hide coats there. And... I mean, I'm tempted. Just more logs for trading and more coats. Which means... would be best to get another hunter's cabin up, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. I think that's what we're going to do. The hunter's cabin means more food, which we're going to need. Oh, there's that pasture up and running. And I say that. Are we going to need it? Look at the food that's jumping up there. That could jump up because I've taken it out of the trading post. That might be why it's reading like that. Cornelian is working as a labourer, and Yaret is working as a labourer too. Okay. Both people then, I think, can work in the hunting cabin, which is going to go around here. Yes, indeed. So we just need to road this along from there and up to that point, and then over to food production, and then that's going to go a little bit further back because if we need to tunnel through, I want that extra space just in case we need it to be there. And that's naturally we'll have at least 2 people now working as a hunter. I can't believe I've only got 1 hunting cabin. I've got 1 there. And I don't have 1 around these parts. But we've got a lot of action anyway with the woodcutters and the gatherers' huts, so generally the deer will be scared off, but they're clearly not. They're obviously wandering around there, so we could place a hunter's cabin there. And we could probably do the same thing around here, or even go further out. But I'm just thinking that expanding across the river this side just might be the way forward. If it's not, well, as we said, not going to be too much of a drama. So we can sell 50 hide coats, and that's 750. But we need to, yeah, 300. Okay, even with all of the logs and the hide coats, we are still only half away. Yeah. That's not good. Alright. How are we doing for building? The road's pretty much in, and looks like this is to be finished off. We're on early spring. We have 5 students, 6 children. Would another set of houses go in there? It would. I don't think on the other side, though. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. But we could definitely put some more houses there, but I don't think we will do that. What we'll do is have a house opposite here, which is going to go there. Which hopefully the the people working in the hunting cabin will actually go there. And, oh, what are these people doing? Carney's become an adult working as a labourer. Yes, they are. We've got 1 woodcutter. We've got 3 hunters. All the gatherers are maxed. Farmers are not. Doesn't matter. Those 3 labourers, we know where they're going to go. They're going to go there. Actually, I will have another builder for the time being. Nomads have arrived in the town hall. 4 nomads requesting citizenship allow them to become citizens of Generi Town. We'll allow them. Hello there. I don't know... I was going to say, I don't know what they're like in terms of their education level. We could probably find out, actually. Educated, no. Educated, no. Educated, yes. And educated, no. So I don't want to be too snobby about it. But, sadly... Oh, actually, how old were they? They're age 7, so those can be educated. This person... They're age 10. They can become students. Age 20 and not educated. Ah, no. So, basically, we need some more. Hopefully, they'll become a student. What we were going to do, I was going to go for another stone cutter, and we haven't got any physicians because we haven't got a hospital. Another forester. And let's get some more houses in. There's 2 houses there. There are no houses around there. I mean, we could put houses around here. And how many have we got over here? 2 houses. Feels like another house over here would be of some benefit. Let's put it that side. Because we've got 8 jobs and we've only got a house with 2 people in. So yes. That house and that house should fulfill the sort of deficit there. Naturally, though, with these, all of the children being born, and with the addition of these nomads, I'm guessing that our food graph is going to see a bit of a dive. But we do have more people to... Oh. Sadly, one of the hunters has died. Nell has replaced... Is that Hermione? Right. Good. Well, looks like iron and stone are okay. Logs. Again, I'm tempted to just store as many logs as possible in here. Just store 500 logs. For trading. Go on, let's go. I know the game's going to shout at us now. No, the amount of stored logs is nothing. Yes, probably. It is probably going to do that. I'm surprised that this hunting cabin has not been built. I will... I think I will prioritise that. Increase the priority of those. So we'll see what happens there. I love that market. Brilliant. Oh, there's peppers as well. And the orchard. Which we saw in a previous episode, Benella the stonecutter has been crushed by a rock. And Napoleon, that name, has replaced them. And sadly... Oh, look at that. Oh, different graves. Different types of graves. How curious. What is curious is there's 6 out of 12 graves, and we've only had that a few seasons, so it's showing what's happening, really. That area's being cleared, and the stuff's being delivered. That area's being cleared. No, and only some of the logs have been delivered. This area, not even... No one's even looking at it, really. Oh, no, there's some more labourers that are dropping stuff off. Okay. Fine. Fine, I guess. And the reserve of logs is low. Yes, that's because I'm moving them all over to the trading post, which is where people seem to be buying them. if the next person that turns up doesn't want cherry or herbs, I'm going to put those back into storage. It just seems like nobody's bothered about them. But I think we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Banished. The main takeaway, Oswald the farmer has died of old age and no labourer able to replace them. So we went from an abundance of labourers with the nomads and such to literally nobody able to replace them jobs. So I'm going to have a look on that one. We now have a tavern. And there's another labourer, which we will immediately move over to a farmer. Mikhail. Yes, we now have a tavern. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 when they're finished extra houses, and obviously the hunting cabin as well. Sadly, we also have a lot more graves. Okay, we'll have to have a check on that next episode, where hopefully we'll do some trading. As I said, when the trader comes along, if they're not wanting to buy cherries, we will remove those as well as the herbs back into storage. But obviously high court we are creating as well. At the moment we're not really at a point where we can make any more. We have the stored textiles of nothing, so we need to, let's say, get that hunter's cabin, and it's curious that they're not building it. Is it because it's just too far out? I am not sure, because we prioritised it, yet they're still working on this one. We will, as always, then see how it goes. Yeah, look at that. That's very curious. Curious indeed. And there's all of this mark that's not yet been picked up. They can definitely get across, because I've seen them working. Alright, as I said, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Banished. In the next episode, we will keep an eye on our resources, as always, and see what we can do. There's Monika the farmer's also perished, and there's no labourer to replace them. Looks like we are having several people who are sadly passing due to advancing age, so we'll have to account for that as well. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.